Hello, Earthers! And this video will be about the hub entrances and exits. Today I'm featuring the Acorn hat, one of the Horrible Land shirts. Don't worry, you'll get to see the other one at some point. The bee pants and the hazmat boots. So, in case you thought this outfit was too amazing to be true, yeah. Anyway, so the first of all, I'll clarify the terms. The hub includes the safe zone itself, which is where the seekers go to turn in the stones, plus the little cave ring around it. This like mud block thing with all the roots and stuff. This is what intersects with all of the entrances that we're talking about. And then once you're in this part of the hub, then you can go into the safe zone from there. So that's how this will work. So the main entrance, and this is not necessarily listed in order of importance, except for this. This is the most important one. Other than that, I won't try to say any of them are more important than others necessarily, but this is the main entrance that you should always try to use unless you know it's compromised. Yeah, it's just right here where you can see that it is, assuming that you can see this, and you run straight through. Quick side note, this is a hunter tunnel. If you have a seeker tag, it will teleport you back out. So if I run right here, it would teleport me back to this spot, meaning that you can't enter them as a seeker. Even if you find a way around that, if you ender pearl into it, there's no reason to do that. There's just no reason to, because you would use an ender pearl up, and they don't necessarily give you super great routes. The only reason they're good is because they make the hunters really fast. So anyway, ignore hunter tunnels. I'll probably mention that in every video where I see one, so if you watch all these videos, then you'll hear me say that a lot, but get over it. Sorry. So yeah, this main one goes straight into it. The reason you have to beware, and what I meant by this being compromised, is if the hunters get blocks like the prankster class or the Larry curse tablet, etc. That's the two things off the top of my head. They can place 2 blocks here and block the tunnel off. You won't be able to use it, and you might get cornered and killed. So, if that hasn't happened, then you should just use this tunnel every time, depending on where you are. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to say that. Don't try to use this tunnel every time. Only use it if it's the easiest option. But if this is the only one you know, then you can easily get in bad situations, because maybe you're trying to get back and the hunters know that you're trying to get back and they just stand in front of this. Well, that makes it pretty hard to get in. Or if it's blocked off and it's not an option, then that also makes it hard to get in. So it's really important that everybody knows all of these other options that I'm going to show you. So that was kind of the intro. So that's done. Cool. Now you know everything. So the second entrance we're going to look at is the blue tunnel. So one opening to the tunnel is here, and the other one is all the way in the blue area. So we call that the OG blue area, and we call this the blue area because it was built after, and it's the actual blue area, part of the colors and stuff. This side of the tunnel is here. So when you're in this tunnel, as is the feature of all color tunnels, as a seeker you will have invisibility, so your name tag won't show up when you're in this tunnel, along the entire length of it. So what I like to say is that opening serves as a really good exit. Sorry, I get this backwards. This, I think, serves as a really good entrance because it's far away from the hub. This other one, I think, serves as a really good exit. Entrance. Oh my gosh. I I literally can't speak. This one over there is a good exit. Okay. That one over there is a good exit. This one is a good entrance. Because that one gives you more time and opportunities to lead the hunters astray if they're following their hunter map or something, or the compass, because it connects to other tunnels and whatever. It just goes further away. If you try to use this one as an exit, then you're just immediately right out on the surface because the tunnel is just really short. It just goes right up and it doesn't go to anything else. So it's really easy for the hunters to just chase you down immediately if they're just kind of camping at the top. So that's why I don't think this is a great exit, but it's a very good entrance because you just pop down and you run right into the safe zone. They can't really stop you unless they happen to be standing here, which is unlikely. So, yes to entrance. On that side, yes to exit. So, if you're in here and you're going into the tunnel, the way you can tell them apart is, well, one, this side has torches and that side doesn't, but these torches will be gone eventually because they don't look good. The other way you can tell is this side is shorter. You can see the stairs going up, assuming your render distance isn't on like 1 block or something. You can see the stairs there. Stairs in quotes. And on this side, you can see the tunnel goes much further. So that's how you tell those two apart. So that's the blue tunnel. Cool. Next, I'll show the mushroom tunnel. So for some of these, we'll have a separate video showing that one tunnel and all the places it connects, because a lot of these connect to other places too. So for example, the mushroom tunnel connects to a lot of other places, but we'll just be showing in this video, I say we, I'm the one making it, I will be showing where the mushroom tunnel connects in respect just to getting to the hub. So to get to the tunnel quickly from the safe zone, you'll go up the double stairs, right to the left, and here it is. So you're in the mushroom tunnel. If you're trying to get to the surface, the quickest way to the surface would be that straight to Castle Zack, but technically you just go any direction and it leads you to the surface eventually. So that doesn't matter. If you're trying to get into the hub from the mushroom tunnel, so the opposite, using it as an entrance, which does work very, very well, you want to know where this intersection is. So, I mean, it's just, all of these are like, they go out one direction and they connect somewhere. So if you come in from any of those outside connections, then you'll eventually get to this 4-way junction here. So when you find that, you see where the stairs are and you go beside that, where it goes down immediately, where there's the stairs like that, and you'll just go through there, up, and you can go into this blue tunnel to the left, and that'll take you straight in. So that's the quickest way to get in using the mushroom tunnel. This one I think is equally as good as an entrance or an exit. If you're wanting to use it as an entrance, the best way to use it is to go at the Castle Zack entrance, but that's starting to get into too many details about the mushroom tunnel. So, that's the mushroom tunnel entrance. Then we have the sewer as well, and again, the sewer connects to a lot of things, but at this point of the sewer, which is it's a square shape, so this is the side that's closest to the middle. If you keep track of where we are above and below the surface, you'll see this part right here is where it goes into the hub. The best place to get to this is from the Sorcerer's Stone. There's this little side tunnel that's kind of like sort of part of the sewer, sort of part of the catacombs. But the catacombs under the monastery, and yes, this is called the monastery, don't listen to anything Sam tells you. You get the Sorcerer's Stone in the middle of the top level here, and you go around. The entrance to the catacombs goes straight through to the sewer as well, so that's where you would go. You go straight to the right, and then immediately to the, well, not immediately, but very quickly to the left into the hub. So from here you would go right there, boom. That's how you get to the hub. Safe zone from the sewer. Then we have, this is the cellar that goes to the haunted house right here. This is only an exit unless you blow these doors up, which I don't think is worth doing anyway, but unless you did that, this is a one-way exit because the pressure plates are only on this side. So you get in it from the cellar here, which is just immediately across from the double ladders. You go up into the house and around out the door. Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. This one can be a little dangerous because the hunters might just be camping out here and they'll just see you at the door. So I wouldn't necessarily just use that as an exit, quite frankly. Um, I don't know. It's fine. It's available. But anyway, so we also have the cave is right next to that, so you can go out the cave, and that goes to lots and lots and lots and lots of places. I'm not going to get into all that. You can just go that way, and you'll eventually end up somewhere else. There are directional signs and stuff that'll help you out a little bit, so that's good. And the last should be the last is the meat tunnel. So this one, I think this one most of the time it's actually used as an entrance. I think it could serve as an entrance or an exit. So it's right here beside Heck. You just go in and it's just a straight tunnel right into the hub. So once you make it through, and once you're in here, it's obviously really hard for hunters to stop you necessarily. You'll only have invisibility at this spot right here where it goes lower because seekers get invisibility below at and below Y level 54, so they will see your name tag when you're in this part, I believe. So keep that in mind, but it'll come out right here, and this is right behind where the mushroom tunnel entrance was. So if you remember where I showed that is, you loop around behind it. That's the meat tunnel one, and it goes the other way. So you can use that as an exit or an entrance. I think either would work fairly well. Exit is hard to say though because the hunters would be looking at the map and they see you go this way, and they would probably know that you're in the meat tunnel and there's nowhere else you can go other than this one spot, so that might actually not be a good idea. In any case, it is used as an entrance much more often, so this is a very good entrance into the safe zone. So that would be all your major routes in slash out of the hub, and thus the safe zone. So, good luck, Earthen out there.